Hello dear board game friends and welcome to the preview of Meeple Inc. from Cogito. This time we get to be the board game publisher and the whole thing takes place in the 70s. This is a typical worker placement game with resource management, but this game has a few small special features with an interesting spice mix that I would like to present to you. Maybe be the first to take a look at the map. There are probably some of you who will be happy that this game is for 1 to 6 players. We play clockwise and whoever's turn it is can place one of their workers on a free space, and here you can see straight away that every space has an instant bonus. That alone can definitely influence your decision making process. There's also a safety helmet over some fields. The resources shown there have to be paid in advance, but you are happy to accept that if you are keen on the bonus. That was all just the appetizer. Let's move on to the main course, the actual action of the field. Let's take a closer look at a few of them. In the higher specialist area, for example, you can get additional workers. That is always a good thing in a game like this. In addition, these new workers can make better use of a specific field of action. For example, you can get 4 instead of 2 resources during playtesting and you don't have to pay a protection fee. I can also hire freelancers. Also, I don't get an additional worker, I do get a powerful field of application that is only for me. These 2 actions alone feel cool. Whet your appetite for more and ensure that you create your own team with different skills. Speaking of team and skills, with the skill cards I can send my workers or my team, my employees on a training course and they come back with improved stats. We differentiate between components, mechanics and box design. And the sum of my team in these different stats indicates to what level I can actually design my game. Of course, higher levels bring more points, and when I have put together a game from all 3 components, then I can publish it. To do this, I place one of my workers on the publishing game field, and at the end of the game I get points for it. And if there's still a space on the colors shelf, you can even get an award to get even more points. But that wasn't all. At the latest, when you no longer have any free workers, you have to call them all back and put the end of the game marker back for each worker that comes in, which signals the end of the game on the last field. After returning of your workers, you have the opportunity to make a prediction. This is really something new for me. I've never seen anything like this. If you know this from another game, write it down in the comments. To make a prediction, I take my deck where all actions are shown and try to predict what another player will do in their next moves. Of course, I get points for every correct prediction. This is a positive form of interaction. I don't harm anyone, I'm not taking anything away. The other player can do whatever he wants and get his bonus just like I get mine. And I'm talking about sweet extra points for me. But this can also reach a much higher level, because now I have perhaps guessed that another player is doing a certain action that I also want to do, and now I'm thinking myself, if I do that now, I could take away the free space from him, which I don't want, because he should do the action so that I can get the points. Now I have to wake up. Do I want the points? Does my opponent expect this? It's definitely a very fun idea. In summary, for me personally, the topic is great. The material leaves nothing to be desired. And especially the small board game boxes show many allusions to the titles we love. Like most Euro games, the mechanics are more important here. The typical worker placement feeling appears. Do I do the action now or later? Will I still get what I want? When will the places become available again? How long do I want to block them? Luckily, the rules are simply and well written, and the individual actions actually feel very rewarding. There are different ways to collect points, and the complexity comes from the variety of options you have. If there's anything else you want to know about the game, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, you will find a link to the campaign in the video description below. I hope you enjoy backing this game. See you next time.